Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it is time to film my makeup basket for the next couple of weeks. I really enjoyed using all of the products that I picked for the last basket that I actually ended up using for 3 or 4 weeks because I got the video up late after I filmed it. But I have really enjoyed using those products. I have definitely gravitated towards, several of the same ones that I use, pretty constantly. Normally I would show you the standout favorites at the beginning of my next basket, which would be this one. But what I think I've decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and just start filming favorites videos, and I will put my standout products in those favorite videos and just keep this strictly to moving forward with the products that I'm going to choose in my next basket. I don't know how that'll work out. I haven't filmed my June favorites yet, and it is the 9th of July. I'm hoping I'm going to film that in the next couple of days and get that up for you guys, so that way I can keep on track with favorites videos on a monthly basis. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you remember my last basket, I pulled a lot of products from the MAC Alluring Aquatics collection, and I said that maybe I would start choosing my MAC collections for my project, I would start choosing my MAC collections for my makeup baskets. So I have kept true to my word on that, and I have picked a new collection for this makeup basket. My eyeshadow for this makeup basket's a little cray-cray because I am doing a new series that I just filmed an introduction for, and I'm going to show you all the things that I'm going to be using for that because I have several palettes, and then of course everything that I'm project panning. But I'm typically, as a rule, not going to mention project pan items because you've seen them in other videos, but since this is just a ongoing series and is going to incorporate eyeshadows that I am focusing on, not project panning, but focusing on, I am going to show those to you in my baskets on a monthly basis. So it will typically probably be my first basket of the month that you will see my new palettes and eyeshadows that I've chosen for that series, without going too much into what that series is, being a little cryptic about it. That's what that is. So I have chosen a collection that is in this lovely bag. I love this bag so much. I think I got this several summers ago at Victoria's Secret, and this collection is the Osbourne collection, the Sharon and Kelly Osbourne collection from MAC. So I have some products that I'm going to share from this collection, and I have some other products as well that I'm going to go ahead and get into. So as I typically do for my makeup baskets, I am going to just share with you anything that might be new and changing in my current rotations. So for face primer, I'm using the same face primers. I am focusing on the First Aid Beauty Coconut Smoothie Primer. I am focusing on the L'Oreal Anti-Redness and Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Opal combination. Those are my primers. I'm using the same powders. I'm using a new powder to set my primers, and that is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Powder. I finished my e.l.f. HD powder, and I have moved on to this one. As far as my setting powder, I'm still using the same setting powder. I am using the Garnier BB Cream and the Healthy Elixir from CoverGirl as my foundation, so none of that has changed. So basically I'm just going to go ahead and jump into blushes. So a blush that I'm wearing today and I have been using over the last couple of, I guess the last week or so, I've really been using this on a daily basis, and this is the Tarte blush in the shade Exposed. This is one of the blushes that I want to try and hit pan on this year, so I pulled this out and I have fallen back in love with this, and I really feel like I can't stop using this. I'm getting a dip in this product, which is really exciting to me because I know that I'm making good progress on this. So this is one of the blushes that I'm going to be using in this basket. So technically a overall yearly goal for project panning wise, but not in any specific project, so that's why I'm mentioning this. There are two blushes from the Osbourne collection. One was Sharon's and one was Kelly's. So Sharon's blush is in the shade Peaches and Cream, and this is a beautiful nice sheeny blush. This is a satin blush, and this is a nice like pinky red fuchsia kind of blush. Really, really nice. Definitely gives you a nice flush to the cheeks. And Kelly's blush is also a satin blush, and this is in the shade Cheeky Bugger, and this is a nice light milky baby pink. I thought that these would make a really nice combination for ombre, this on the back of the cheeks and this on the apples of the cheeks. I just thought they would be really pretty together and by themselves, but I plan to do an ombre cheek with these. There were two mineralized skin finish type products associated with this collection, and this is Sharon's and this is Kelly's. These have a bit of a split in them, so there is bronzer here and a bit of a highlight here. This highlight right here reminds me very much of Soft and Gentle. I have not used either of these products at all. This is in the shade Refresh, so I'm really excited to use this as a bronzer. Kelly's product is just the same thing, it's just a little bit on the lighter side, and so this is what this looks like right here. This looks a little more matte satinish than kind of it's not glittery. I don't know what you want to call it. I wouldn't even say sheeny. Just a little more highlighterish than this looks like. So this is a really light shade. I'm not sure how this will show up on me. This might end up being more of like a setting powder for me. This is in the shade Jolly Good. As highlighters go, I have several things. This is a liquid highlight. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow. I got this as a sample, so this is still in the little package, but I want to try and use this and see how I like this in this basket. I have two Becca Light Chaser highlighters, and this one right here is in the shade Amethyst Flashes Geode. This is really pretty. I have used both of these, but I wanted to pull them into this basket. This is really, really pretty. I really enjoy this shade. This is in the shade Rose Quartz Flashes Seashell, and this is a really pretty shade. I like pinky highlighters like this, so I'm really excited to use this one in this basket as well. And then I have a highlighter palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Aurora Glow Kit, and this is what this looks like right here. You have 6 highlighters, and they are gorgeous. I have used these top 3, and to be honest, the bottom 3 kind of make me nervous. So I'm really excited to use this in this next basket. Back to the Osborne collection for a couple of eyeshadow palettes. These are called the Bloody Brilliant Quad and the Duchess Quad, and both of these are really pretty. Kelly's kind of leans a little more cool tone purple, and I really love the shades in this palette. I have used this many times in the past, and a couple of times I've used this Sharon Osbourne Duchess Quad, and this is like kind of warm brown leaning. So I'm looking forward to using both of these in this makeup basket. However, I have a ton of eyeshadows that I am focusing on for a series that I'm doing. Also, I'm just going to mention that I'm using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette because I do have a couple of shades in here that I'm focusing on for my 5 pans by fall. So I am going to have this kind of hanging around to use a couple of shades out of that. I am using the Kat Von D Esperanza palette. This is what that looks like right here. Really, really love this palette. One of my favorites that she's done, although formulation wise this is definitely not her best palette, but I do love the shades and I really enjoy using this palette. I'm going to be using the Stila Spirit palette, which is exciting to me because I haven't used this. It's just been sitting in my collection, so I'm looking forward to using this palette as well. It's got some really nice warm tone shades in here, and also Stila's iconic shade right there in Kitten. I have really been using this Too Faced Sweet Peach palette a lot. So that's why I wanted to mention it in this basket, because I have definitely been using this a lot. I'm wearing it today. I just can't seem to put this down. I managed to do it for a little bit, but it kind of crept its way back into my hands again, and I really can't put this down. So this is not part of any eyeshadow. Oh yes, I do have a shadow in here from the 5 pans of fall, so that's another reason why. But other than that, I've just been using it a lot, so I wanted to make a mention of that. I am using the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I got a lot of Too Faced going on in this basket, but I've never touched this palette, so I'm really excited to use this palette and kind of explore that a little bit. So excited. And then I'm going to use my MAC single eyeshadow palette that I put together. I love all these shades so much, and I don't use it nearly enough, so I'm really excited to be able to focus on some shades out of here and use this, because I really don't use it as much as I should. And the lip products that I'm going to use for this basket all come from the Osborne collection. These were all of Kelly's shades. The shades that they did for Sharon were all of those jumbo lip pencils. I forget what they called them, but I didn't get any of those. So this is a matte shade in the shade Riot House. This is a nice bright orange, really appropriate for summer. So I'm glad I'm doing this collection at this time. This is the satin shade in Kelly Yum Yum. So this is just a little bit different than Candy Yum Yum. It's just got a little bit of a different undertone to it. I haven't used this, but I'm really excited to. This is the matte shade in Strip Poker. This is a really nice nude shade, and I love the way this looks, but I don't know how this will look on me, so I am excited to try that. And a shade that I have worn, this is in the shade Dodgy Girl. This is also a matte shade, and this is a really nice lavender purple shade that I think is really appropriate for this time of year as well. So now that we're all done with makeup, I have chosen a couple different fragrances that I want to focus on for the next couple of weeks as well. I got some really good use out of the body spray that I chose for the last basket. I love that scent so much. It was the Italian Citrus Sun from Bath & Body Works. So good, and I've definitely got some progress on that, so I've primed it for a future project pan. So I want to use my MAC Turquatic. I have a little bit of a concern that this is starting to go bad. It doesn't smell the greatest when I first apply it, but once it has time to kind of settle in, it smells exactly as I remember it smelling. So I don't want to get rid of this because I love this scent so much, but it's almost a little unbearable when I first put it on. So I pray to God nobody smells me too closely, and maybe from a distance it smells like it's supposed to smell, because I haven't really had anybody tell me I stink, but I definitely think this needs to get finished up before it goes totally bad, because I love this scent so much. It would be a total tragedy if I had to waste this whole thing. Then I chose a summer appropriate scent, even though I'm still trying to finish my CK1 Summer, which is also very summer appropriate. This is the Victoria's Secret Bombshell Summer, and I love this scent so much. I want to wear this all the time, so I have to restrain myself from putting this on all the time because I have to finish my CK1 Summer, but I'm really looking forward to using this and really enjoying this in the next couple of weeks. And then I chose a body spray as per usual to go along with that perfume scent, and this is also the Victoria's Secret Beach Bloom, and I put both of these on together yesterday and I absolutely loved it. The two of these smell so good together. The scents play off of each other really well. This says Sun Showers, Floating Petals, Shades On, Sexy. Sexy Escape. I think there's a different description online that actually gives the notes of this, and I'm not sure what this particular one was, but I think the two of these go really, really well together, and I think I'm going to be smelling pretty good for the next couple of weeks. So that is it for this week's makeup basket. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys still enjoy seeing the MAC collections that I have, and I'm going to try my best to use every piece of every collection that I have when I pull them into the basket. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one.